With the Leisure Furl, we could do all of the mainsail changes and adjustments and whatever from the cockpit without leaving it.
This is Greg and Vicky Shea, and we've sailed around the world on a Valiant 50.
And I think part of what convinced me to go along with this venture in this size boat was the fact that the sailing system, the reefing system and all of that would be simple and could be handled from the cockpit.
And we always reefed going downwind. I never headed up into, if there's 10 and 12 and 20-foot seas in the Pacific, you really don't want to head into those things.
As a former Coast Guard search and rescue pilot, I was a little bit apprehensive about going to Bermuda in the ocean. I did quite a few rescues off the east coast of the United States for sailors, and many of them were because they were just worn out and exhausted from extensive sea conditions. We put a Leisure Furl product on our 4100. We did a second trip to Bermuda in 2007. It performed flawlessly. I mean, I can reef the main at the touch of a button, and didn't have to worry about getting exhausted during the trip. So when we decided to get our retirement boat, Tartan 4700, a Leisure Furl was automatic for us.
We could go bigger, we could get a bigger sail, we would have more driving power on a big boat, and I could do it too.
So my name's Alan, this is my wife Carol. We've been sailing since we got married, 1976. My wife is the more experienced sailor. Our first sail together was on a Sunfish shortly before we got married.
He said, I know how to sail this thing. We were in the water in 5 minutes.
We're now sailing in our Hylas 56 with a Leisure Furl electric boom.
Hi, my name is Michael Arnold.
And I'm Cassie Arnold.
And we own a Leopard 48 catamaran. And no matter what we did, that sail furled on all points of sail to the point where we could furl it heading downwind 25, 30 knots with the sail up. Downwind, we didn't have to round up. We just furled that sail down. We just keep the luff lined up, and it worked brilliantly.
My name is Skip Pont. I've been in the marine trades and busy in boats for most of my life. Probably 25 to 30 round trips to the Caribbean on a variety of different boats. With some hands-on experience, I've gotten quite comfortable with the Leisure Furl.
Well, I'm Bob and my wife Kristen Beltrano. We're owners and part-time cruisers, full-time liveaboards on the Swan 53 Naya. Slightly over 80,000 miles now in 14 years, and the Leisure Furl's been with us the entire time. In the last 4 BVI spring we've had
Several classes, but
2 first, a second, and a fourth in 4 years. So
Leisure Furl made it manageable. It made me so comfortable in working with all the forces that are going on. I mean, you can't control Mother Nature, but you certainly control the tools you have to deal with Mother Nature. I didn't once think that anything could be out of my control with this system.
it's been easy.
You can furl it completely from the cockpit.
We bought our system like in 98, 99.
The whole system worked very well.
I can get it down smooth and fast.
Thank goodness I had the Leisure Furl.
It's wonderful.
And you can have a real sail.